Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 6th of December 2023. No video from me yesterday, but that's because I've been busy making no less than 5 videos for you, actually on my Rumble channel. These videos are all ones I filmed at the recent Uprise Shine event. So if you attended that and you've been waiting for the videos, the whole of day one is now on my Rumble channel, and I'm going to be getting started on day 2 very soon, and they'll be coming in the next few days. But on day 1 we had people like Fergus O'Connor Greenwood, Mark Devlin, and we had a guy called Deepak who did a very good meditation kind of session and a bit of a talk as well. That was really good, and other really interesting speakers as well. So all on my Rumble channel. What I'll do is I'll probably link to Mark's talk in the description box below, because that's what I'm going to be talking about, that kind of same sort of topic as he was talking about. And once you get onto Rumble, you can then, well, basically what you have on Rumble is the thumbnail, and then the video title underneath, and then immediately underneath the title is a little icon, little picture of me and the channel name, Fair Play Now. And if you just click on that channel icon, the Fair Play Now bit, you'll then see all of the other videos, and that is how you'll find the whole of day 1. Anyway, like I say, I'll leave a link in the description box below for Mark's video to start you off with. So what Mark was talking about at the Uprise and Shine event, slight departure from his normal stuff, musical truth stuff. He was talking about the power of the subconscious mind. Now, this is a topic I've talked about, maybe not here so much on the videos, but certainly in my newsletter I've mentioned it a few times, because it's a subject that fascinates me. And the power of our subconscious minds is truly immense. It just processes pretty much everything you see, hear and otherwise sense. It takes in and stores away. So if you go to work, let's say you've got a sort of 2-mile walk to work or something, it will literally sort of take in every single lamppost that you go by, every single house, every single detail on the front of every single house, everything that's going on with the trees and the wildlife, everything. Even if you didn't consciously spot a squirrel sort of nestling up there in a tree somewhere, your subconscious mind will have clocked it and registered it. It is an absolutely immensely powerful thing that you've got on your shoulders. You know, just regard it really as a supercomputer on your shoulders. Now, the only drawback or flaw with the subconscious mind is you can't really control it consciously with your conscious mind. It's you know, if your conscious mind is like the tip of an iceberg, your subconscious mind is all of the rest of the iceberg under the surface. It's just truly massive, whereas it can process lots of information all at the same time, whereas your conscious mind can only process about 7 items of information at the same time. So it is hugely powerful, but like I say, the design flaw with it is you can't control it unless you learn the techniques. There are techniques and ways and means to do so. To be honest with you, it's absolutely criminal that we're not told how to kind of control and program our subconscious minds, because you know, we're at a young age, because if we were given this information, frankly, all of our lives would be just so much easier and so much better. But of course, the powers that shouldn't be don't want you having total control over your subconscious mind. That's what they want for themselves, because if you don't learn how to control your subconscious mind and use that knowledge to actually control your subconscious mind, someone else will. Because although you might not know how to kind of program and control your subconscious mind, there are people out there, lots of people out there who do, and they will do things to gain control over your subconscious mind, and they may well not, almost certainly will not have your best interests at heart. Just the opposite in actual fact. So one thing that Mark was saying in his talk was, you may wonder why the world just seems to be going absolutely crazy, not least of which is the whole trans thing. We've got sort of kids in schools deciding they don't want to be in the sort of body that they were born into. They want to be the opposite sex. I'm not going to say gender, I'm going to say the old-fashioned thing, sex, because I hate that word gender, to be honest with you. There we go. I've said my piece there. So they want to be the opposite sex, and they then sort of go and take the sort of things necessary to achieve that. And again, as Mark was saying in his talk, these people who have come to these decisions will be 100% convinced in their own minds that it's something they've kind of decided in their own heads, and it's 100% their free will to do this kind of thing. And they won't realise that in actual fact they have been kind of programmed and manipulated into doing so by basically the powers that shouldn't be and their psychological expert minions, who through a variety of kind of popular culture and techniques that are used within popular culture have had their perceptions and their mind altered so that they actually come to these kind of decisions, not because that's what they really want for themselves, but because that is what has been installed into their heads by the powers that shouldn't be. And it is frightening just how easy this can be done. I know there'll be a lot of people out there, probably almost everybody out there, will be thinking, oh well, I can't be mind controlled like that. I'm not susceptible to hypnosis. Tim, you're just talking a load of rubbish. I can come to my own conclusions. But I'm afraid to tell you, yes, there are sort of 20% of the population, somewhere around that figure, who aren't susceptible to these kind of mind control techniques and hypnosis, but that leaves a whopping 80% who are, which is truly frightening. And when you look at these things through that kind of lens, it kind of brings into sharp relief just exactly what has been going on over the last 4 years, and just how the population as a whole were manipulated into doing some frankly quite ridiculous things. When you think there are so many people who quite willingly and quite thought it was perfectly fine to walk into a restaurant muzzled up, sit down, take that off again while they're sort of sitting there and eating and drinking. Got to go to the loo now. Got to put that back on because I'm going to be standing up. Sort of off to the loo. As soon as they come back from the loo, they sit down, sort of take the thing off again. I've got to go now. We've paid the bill. Let's go home now. Better put that on just before we go out the door. Well, what does that remind you of? Kind of reminds, that ridiculous sort of behavioural pattern is reminiscent of these kind of what's his name, Paul McKenna, is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Paul McKenna, isn't it? Someone McKenna, I thought. Yeah, Paul McKenna sounds right. Reminiscent of his shows where he puts people into that hypnotic state and gets them doing sort of ridiculous things, and the whole mask in restaurant thing is very reminiscent of that, isn't it? So, if you're watching this video, to be fair, you are probably one of the 20% who aren't so easily mind controlled, but as we've seen over the last 4 years, so many people are. And like I say, you only have to watch a Paul McKenna or Darren Brown show to see just how easily people are mind controlled. And it's really a fascinating subject, but I think really what needs to happen is we all need to be given basically like a little instruction manual for our subconscious minds. We need to sort of learn how to control it ourselves, and how, more importantly, to not allow others to have control over it. And the best thing to do, as far as that's concerned, is just to turn off the TV and the radio and never watch those things again, because that's where a lot of the input comes from. A lot of the negative programming input into your subconscious mind comes from. So this is going to be a subject that I may well discuss in more detail in future, but a good place to start, I would suggest, would be to watch this Mark Devlin talk that I filmed the other day up there in London. It will reveal a lot to you, and just as a little teaser to give you that extra little encouragement to go and watch the video if you haven't been encouraged enough already, is I'm not sure exactly how far through, maybe about halfway through the video or 2/3 of the way through, Mark talks about something concerning the Beatles song Yesterday, and that song probably hasn't come from where we've been told it comes from. I'm not going to say too much more about it, but I think when you see a certain Italian pianist, this will become apparent and more obvious what I'm talking about if you watch the video. But when you see this Italian pianist, I think you'll be blown away, to be honest with you. So with that little teaser, I'll let you go and see Mark's video, link in the description box below. And then, like I say, once you're on Rumble watching that, you can click on my little sort of channel icon under the video title to see all of the other videos from Saturday as well, at the Uprise Shine event there. So leave it there, back soon. Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.